Great evening all, and welcome to episode 10 of Pro Club's VPG SA. And tonight we're talking Camtastic, as Sherman Gully would put it. Welcome to Luke from TKO, and Kalen from Crusaders. Welcome, gents.
Thanks, man.
Bruno, and obviously my co-host without sleeves tonight is Bruno.
I was waiting for you to introduce me. It's not the same if I introduce myself.
He's either got a hoodie or he's got no sleeves. You keep up that fashion trend there, Bruno. Okay, welcome, gents. We're talking cams. Okay, so let's put this to Luke first. How long have you been playing Pro Clubs for, man?
Well, we've started in FIFA 17, but we basically just did it for the laugh. The only time we started doing it competitively was now, at the start of the season in VPG. So we've always been a Division 9, Division 10 team, just playing around and then having fun. But then now it started getting serious.
Okay, so it seems like 2017 is the year everybody jumped in, eh? And Kalen, yourself?
Well, I started in FIFA 13, in fact, when the old accomplishment system was there. So I used to play around when I come from school, and eventually, it did come to FIFA 19, and then that's when I started playing competitively. So yeah.
Just hold up there, Kalen. Show me you got a bit of gremlins in the background there. I'll check there. Nothing yet. Let me see.
Now you got to do all of that again.
I've got to say this.
You told me to ignore. She was like straight away.
No, so normally Darren will address Shermy in the third person, and then he'll take it.
We're rolling. Okay, cool, man. Okay, I suppose if you guys have been watching this, have a good laugh. Anyway, that's what live podcasts are about. So you've been playing 2013, Kalen. Can you hear me? There we go.
Okay.
Take a walk on the wild side. See these cams, they're unpredictable. They know what they want to do. They see these passes. Kelly, can you hear me, man?
I think Kalen's out.
Is it just me, or is it everyone is lagging?
I think it's just you. Maybe it's called
Definitely
composure.
just you.
Full composure. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely lagging. Yeah, don't worry about it. We'll get to him when he gets to us. If he looks at his screen, we'll just give him a thumbs up and his answer. Okay, that's fine. Lukman, what position did you play before you played cam? Or did you play cam the whole way?
Yeah, I started out as a cam.
Really? Yeah?
In between, I played CDM. That's about the only two positions I've played. But I like the cam position the most because I basically pull the strings. I like that. I like to be in charge of whatever I do. So that's why I played cam. But CDM is quite nice. But when I'm at the back, I feel that I need to go forward to impact the front gameplay, the attacking side of our team more. So yeah, I haven't played any other positions aside from CDM and cam.
100%. Katie, are you back with us?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll just ask Lukman now. What position did you play before we played cam?
Well, for me, I played almost every position, including goalkeeper. So I know many of my haters hate when I play goalkeeper, but I was pretty good. So yeah, from goalkeeper, I went to cam.
Okay.
So
you've been everywhere. So from 2013, I can imagine.
That's actually the next question I wanted to get to. So I'll address this to Lukman, and then Kalen can follow. So you said that you guys played for fun. Name the guys. Is it a couple of friends, couple of guys that you had met online, or do you personally know your team from Team KO? What's the setup there?
Okay, so we are family and friends. So it's friends from school, and then two of my brothers, a cousin who's an idiot, by the way. Um, yeah, so we are close buddies, very close. We get together, play live tournaments at each other's houses, stuff like that. So that's where the fun part comes in.
Yeah.
And we don't really practice. We only log on a say on a Wednesday night, then we play. Other nights we'll play Call of Duty. So yeah. So we're
So
tight
let's say,
guys.
and then Kaylin, you've been playing from 2013, so you must have gone through a couple of teams, couple of players. Like, where do you feel you're best suited? Do you play amongst friends, or do you play amongst people who are competitive to win? Where do you want to be?
With me, I kind of got lucky because my friends are good. So we're all in the same team. And yeah, basically, it's more of a friendship in my team. Like, we can tell each other off and stuff while we play. And yeah, it's more fun that way. Competitively, there are some players that I did play competitively with, but it's mostly with friends at Crusaders. So that's what's good about our team.
Yeah, we see that happen every time we interview guys. The guys play with mates, and sometimes you upset your family. There, look, man. Eh? That's the way it goes. I mean, like you said, this FIFA brings out the best in everybody and the worst.
I don't know if you can remember that pic of you and Adam Sandler came from us. So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Now, I totally know where you're coming from. Now, I totally know. Good choice of words there, look, man. Good choice of words. Nah, it's all fun and games. I love that stuff. Now I've got 3 brothers. That's the banter I love. I've grown up with it, so I enjoy that stuff. This cam, when you play cam, what 3 most important traits make a good cam? Kaylin, in your opinion, what are your 3 most important traits?
Well, for me, it's basically shooting and dribbling. I don't believe in passing traits as a cam because I don't really
comes with it.
Yeah. Basically, just shooting, passing, and the physical side, stamina. Because yeah, basically you gotta like push up as a cam. I'm attacking cam, so I don't see myself going back and passing. Mostly, I mostly attack. So yeah.
So almost like a second striker if you're playing with one up front.
Yeah, basically I'm the second striker, but my teammates around me, they do a lot of the job, so I'm just there to take it.
And Lukman, your take on it?
Okay, so for me, it's pace, because sometimes I get just a bit deeper than a halfway line just to help out a bit. But when we do counter attack, I need to catch up with my strikers.
Okay.
Passing, I push up because when my strikers are making runs in behind, I need to bend that ball. I need to find them basically, so I need to pass. And then physicality, like you said, because at the start of the first half, you don't want a player that's almost completely tired.
Do you guys find this is 2 different types of styles, which is great? Like Kayla loves his dribbling and shooting, and Lukman likes to look for the pass and the runners in behind. That's great. Do you find any pressure from your teammates if you don't create anything? Because I mean, obviously the strikers lean on you a bit to look for those great passes and creativity. Do you find the pressure, especially you, Kaylin? Do you find the pressure because obviously you like to dribble and stuff? If you get it wrong, you get a bit of stick.
Oh, of course, my manager hates it when I do that. But he knows if I don't do it, we won't get the chances. So he's learning.
Okay.
So yeah, they're getting used to the style by now.
So you get it more right than wrong.
Yeah, definitely more right.
It's evident in obviously, congratulations to you guys for winning the SAPL, but obviously it's very evident somewhere it's working. So Lukman, and do you feel like what is the pressures involved for your team, seeing as you're only playing with friends and so on and so forth? Is there pressure? Do you guys want to play attractive football? Do you want to get the win?
Yeah, we like to play attractive football, but we also like to get the win. I'm always the one applying pressure on my teammates. I don't get it wrong a lot, but when I do, I'll actually say sorry. Before anyone says anything, I'll say sorry. That's my bad. I should have found you there or whatever. So I apply pressure on myself. Basically, they don't have to.
I think it's always best to diffuse the situation. And Des, I know you and I have spoken about this before, but in FIFA 20, the cam card is terrible. Everyone complains about the cam card. So what Lukman, which do you use, a right wing, a striker? What card do you prefer? And what do you think can happen with FIFA 21 to change that?
Well, I use my cam in a camp, but when I find myself submitting stats, I see I've been out of position maybe 19 to 20 times.
Sure.
Because I drop deeper. Sometimes you've got to help out your teammates, especially when you're in front in the game and you're trying to close down the game.
Yeah.
So then I drop deeper. I assist our CDM and our sentiments. Then obviously when we on the counter attack, I get that red arrow that shows I'm out of position. But then, in my opinion, I'm not, because I'm doing what the team needs at that moment, and not what FIFA thinks I need to do at that moment.
Yeah, 100%.
And Caleb, how would you address that? What card do you use? Do you think FIFA 21 can do it? So if you guys had listened to our last one of the podcasts a few podcasts back, we had spoken about that, the positioning and so on. So how do you feel about that?
For me, well, with our formation that we played a one striker formation. So I'm using a striker card as a cam, but at the same time, I'm going back to defend. It's not really that good defensively, but other than that, I think it's better on the attacking side, because with our formation, we have a Lamb and Ram. So they are mostly doing the track back and helping me as well. So yeah, it's, for me, I see using a striker cam, a striker card is a bit better. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Before we get into that, the next question, the three important traits you're both totally different. Like one's dribbling and one's looking for passing, and tips in the game. What could you tell other cams to look to do? I mean, obviously you're totally different. What's the most important tip you can give? Like, give me an example. Justin last week, he said a nice good tip for him is to play without the gamer tag showing. So it takes the pressure off who you're playing against, and obviously the names you're playing against is you're just playing a game, which I found very, very cool to say. Is there a tip you can give the guys out there, Lukman, anything that's when you're playing camp?
Okay. For me, the most important thing is trust. Your strikers need to trust you in behind, so that they can execute whatever their plan is, knowing that you will try and find them, or that you are watching them. And the players behind you, the cam needs to trust them that they see you. So yeah.
Very good. I like that.
Of course he does. He's a CDM. Come back and help him out. He needs all the help he can get. Kellen, your take?
Well, for me, you just have to press one button and you just have to press X. Don't do complicated things. Just press X. There's nothing else you need to do. And also, you could use a different camera in game. So I use tele-broadcast, so it's zoomed in my player to help with the dribbling and stuff, you know. And like I can't really see the people that's far away. So whoever's close to me, I just press X and that's it. I keep it simple and straightforward.
Very good tip. I like the camera tip. Very good.
And it's obviously it's different provincial views on that. I mean, a lot of guys say they change the camera and flicks with the D-pad and that type of thing. So cameras come up quite a bit when we speak to quite a few other players. And when it comes to a partnership with your attackers, you've touched on it a bit, Dikwan. You've got to have the connection. What is the most important aspect for you? Like, do you like them? I mean, do you like them running in behind because you like the passing? Do they know that, or do they come short for you? What's the most important for when it comes to a relationship with your strikers? Look, let us know there.
Okay, for me, when I play, I don't look at my player. I'm always looking at my strikers, my sentiments, and whatever. So my eyes never on my player. My eyes on the screen. I can see him. I can see my player in the side of my eye, but I'm never focused on my player. So I'm always watching the runs and whatever. So I always tell my players, do whatever you feel is right in the situation. If you're going to make the run in behind, if you think he's going to cut that out and you're going to come short or whatever, I can see you. I'll find you. So it comes back to that trust. Trust me and I trust you. So let's execute whatever you think, and then I'll find you. I'll definitely find them.
Actually, give your strikers that confidence, eh?
Yeah.
100%. Kaylin, you? Give you the ball and dribble through the team. Just make sure the other guys are there.
Well, with me, it depends where we're on the field. Like if we're in the midfield, I don't expect my strikers to be far from me. You know, we like to do a lot of interplays with each other. So we expect each other to be short for the X passes. But if we in the box, I tell my strikers or my midfielders, you go there and I will pass it to you, or we'll rotate the ball to you. So it really depends where you are on the field and like the play styles of each player. Like my striker is a skiller, I'm not a skiller. So when I pass to him, I expect him to do a skill. Then I'm moving around, I have to slow my run down. Or if I pass it to my midfielder, he's just going to pass it. So I can continue with my run regardless. So it just depends on the players around you, man.
Okay, so, yeah, it's nice to hear. Like I said, two totally different styles here. Like Kalen, you like to tell the guys what to do, and then they feed off you. Where Lukman tells him to be free, and then sort of he plays off them, which is pretty cool.
So Darren, I actually want to ask the guys. Like for me, I believe the pass, the timing of a pass, especially with the mechanics of FIFA, is extremely important. So immediately the defenders on pro clubs are amazing. There's some great defenders. They can read these things like no one's business. What is it? I notice when I play, sometimes just holding L2 and letting the player get some space, a little bit more time, the pass can be more effective. Do your players fall short to create the 1-2, or do you immediately look for the through ball and try and beat the mechanics of the game? Lukman?
We mix it up basically. So sometimes they pull back me if I see that my back is faced to my strikers and he's already making a run in behind. I know I can't make that pass because FIFA is not going to allow me to make an off-balance pass, an off-balance through ball pass straight through and pull it off successfully. So I'll rather look for a different pass and instead of losing the ball. So it's based on the situation, what I'm doing at the moment. If I'm coming back to help out and to get the ball from the CMs or the CDM, then I'm going to spread it wide or something.
And Kalen, so you say you use more. Okay, well, it seems like Kalen has just messed up. He's coming back with us. So Kalen, you use more the dribbling tactic. Do you feel that when you dribble, you create space for a pass or a different type of pass instead of the through ball, maybe a lob through ball that's more effective when you dribble?
Well, you see with me, when it comes to dribbling, I try and hold the ball as much as possible to draw out players from the other team. And I only release the ball once I draw them out, because that creates spaces for my strikers and my players around me to, make the runs. So obviously I'm that type of player who's going to be very slow on the ball, but once I see you out of the space, I change the pace of the game and I push as much as I can front. So yeah, I'm always changing the pace of the game basically.
Nice. Okay, once we do that, we're going to get the championship log up now. We're going to have a look at that and discuss that a bit. I've seen that the championship's done for the first season of VPG, and Snook FC have congratulations to them. They won the championship there, and there's 3 teams, including your team, Lukman, which is qualified for the Premier League for next year, which is great. Well done on that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations on that. That's fantastic. And looking at the teams there, it's 3 good teams that have come up. I see 1, 2, 3 shooting unlucky, should I say, not making it. But it was pretty close. So how do you feel going to play in the Premier League next season, Lukman?
We are ready. I'm ready. Kalen's the top cam there. He's keeping my seat warm. I'm coming for you. Yeah, we are ready. We just need to get a few more things right and probably start practicing more often. Yeah, not just for the fun anymore, but because we've seen the score lines coming from the Premier League and whatever. And so it's going to be tough.
So Lukman, you guys being so nonchalant about playing in the championship, but still making the cut for Premier League, like, are you guys going to take this thing seriously, or are you just going to adapt the same attitude?
No. We're definitely taking it seriously. We didn't even think that we were going to do this well.
Wow.
We are surprised, and I'm proud of my squad.
Nice.
We started just playing because we wanted the Wednesday night to be a bit more competitive. And then we actually found out that we can actually compete. So now we're going to take it to the next level.
Yeah, while Shimi gets that log up, we'll have a look at it. But Kaylin, any tips you can give Lukman? The championship log, have you got that up there?
I don't think so, not yet.
Not yet. Kaylin, any tips you can give Lukman coming up to the Premier League?
To be careful of Crusaders.
Oh, yeah, be careful. 100%. We know that from this week, Bruno.
Let's not go there.
Okay. So, get the championship log. There we go. Snook FC, as we said, won it. Batalia ended second. Team KO. Lukman's boys ended third. 1, 2, 3 shooting fourth, and unlucky fifth. FC Young Stars championship. Yeah.
So Snook got champions. Whomever got promoted, congratulations, guys. It's a tough league.
100%. That's great. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to playing against you guys. Very exciting stuff. And they've proved it, like scoring a lot of goals. Goal difference 36, 37, 30. So it's quite tight at the top there. So there's competitive teams. Very exciting. Okay. Once we've done that, we can. Yes, Bruno.
Sorry, Dan, just before we leave the championship, I actually just wanted to ask Lukman, can you identify, because Cams are the creative players, they're the ones that make things tick right up front. Can you identify one player that you just hated to play against because he was that good? He's always on you from the championship.
It's got to be Niaz from, I think I don't know, Stoke City. Yeah, Stoke City. So
he's got his gamer tag?
I'm not sure what his gamer tag is, but I played with him last night in a championship team of the week squad. We still spoke about him after the game. He gave us a hard time. Strikers, and myself. He was everywhere. So well done to him.
Nice. And now we're going to look at the Premier League. So that's obviously got 3 more weeks to go. The last batch of matches on the 23rd of September. It must stand to be corrected, but yeah, 23rd of September. So there's 3 weeks to go. So there's still quite a bit of points up for grabs there. Let's get that Premier League up and running. You see it there? It's up. Okay, great. Ballers still on top. Can you see it there, Kellen? Have you seen the log? Captain Ballers, Unleashed, Techers, and Untouchables. What's your take on the log there so far?
Well, it's definitely going to be Ballers. They have been dominating every league, since the start. So for me, it's Ballers. Untouchables, I don't think they have a chance against them at all. So yeah, even though there's some star players there, but Ballers all the way.
Yeah, looking at the log, you can see there's fighting for the winning number 1 spot there. It's definitely between Unleashed and Ballers. There's only a 2-point difference. Everything else from there is 10 points down. But in saying that, we always say that every week, there's 9 points up for grabs on a Wednesday.
Sure.
Yeah, 9 points every Wednesday. And if you play a card, we don't see Ballers dropping much points and Unleashed. But the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you guys are in 6th there, I see, yeah? Hey, Kellen?
Yeah, it didn't go as planned, but I'm sure next season we will be in the top 3 at least.
But you started off badly, but you hitting your straps now. I see you beat Unleashed on Wednesday. Am I right?
Yeah, we destroyed them.
Beat Unleashed.
It wasn't what we expected. Yeah. We were scared at first, but after what we saw in the first half, 0 shots, it was easy after
that. I'm sure.
So, Kellen, I actually wanted to know. So obviously, coming from your title win in the SAPL, do you definitely gonna come for VPG? I noticed that you guys brought that great performance coming in. You had Rec dropping Kings. It was so difficult to play against you guys, and with the result against Unleashed. So you're gonna take VPG. You're gonna compete for that with Ballers next season, you say?
He's pretending to freeze. He doesn't want to answer.
I think he actually might be frozen, Des. I think it's might be a bit difficult. Well, let's have a look at the
professional mime from now onwards, Kellen. Yes, you got that log up there. Okay, there we go. Have a look at the log. Ballers 73 points, Unleashed 71, Techers 63, Untouchable 62, Zamalek 59. I see Zamalek put 11 past Abraz on Wednesday. 11. That's heavy. That's like It's like put your controllers away and just let the bots play, isn't it?
Watch out, Des. Watch
I'm
out.
not saying we haven't been there. I'm not saying we haven't been there. We've been there. You know what I mean, so
Yeah, well,
keep my control to my 7-year-old
I
daughter.
think I think Drop-In Kings last week were playing during load shedding for some reason.
Yeah, and then Bambusa's there at 7, Eyebrows at 8. That's nice, but the bottom of the log's interesting as well. I think looking at I think FC Kayla and Chapter United, they're definitely going to be relegated. But Nightmares has a chance to
fight it out.
Yeah, it's between Myrmidons, JDFC, and Nightmares. I would say that can go to the last day. Because it's 27 points for Myrmidons, JDFC, and then Nightmares has 20 points. They still got a long way to go, but like I said, on the night, you can pick up 9 points.
Points easy.
A few weeks to go. They can still save themselves. And you might even drag Baba Abo into a relegation battle there. So that must keep an eye on that. That's going to be quite exciting to watch. The Kalen's back. You're back, Alan.
Yeah. Sorry about that, man. The Durban Wi-Fi, you know how it is.
Still beat it. Fine. There we go. We're just looking at the top of the log, and then looking at the bottom of the log. There's a bit of a relegation battle going on there. I see Nightmares can still. We were just saying, Nightmares can still put it out the bag, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Kalo definitely down, Chapo definitely down. Tough stuff there. So and you were saying your take on Ballers. You guys going to go for it next season, Kalen?
Yeah, definitely. If we can do it in SAPL, I'm sure we can do it in VPG. We just need to make the right signings. Like I said, we'll play with our full team in VPG. So hopefully next season we'll have that team for this.
Is that what it was? Most of the guys were busy that night and you didn't have a full side.
Yeah, we didn't have our star players, so up front it was a bit of a handicap. We even played with a bot a few times. So it was really hard.
Justin was saying the same thing on Ballers, playing on Mondays and Wednesdays and a Thursday. It's quite heavy. Not everybody's available on a Wednesday. So when you see the difference in the leagues between VPG and SAPL, there is a difference. Not everybody's always available. But that's what makes it exciting there. And guys like Lukman, they're coming up. You can sneak that 1-0 win like we did against Crusaders in the beginning of the first one. Yeah. So you thought we forgot that, but you guys got us back good. But you can sneak those wins in because of the disruptions, eh, Kayla? Am I right?
I think
Kayla's
Durban Wi-Fi. But on that, actually, then I wanted to actually speak to Lukman and ask Lukman. So you must play with a couple of guys that do play for the Premier League. Do you notice a massive quality difference in playing with some of those star players than that of playing in the Championship? I don't think that you would be able to be that creative in the Premier League. You're going to have to adjust your game somehow. Is there anyone in particular that you notice, or do you think it's going to be a massive change?
Look, there's definitely going to be a change. We played a friendly against, I think it was Tickers or something. So it was tough to get the ball away, to get the ball in their eye and things like that, because they play with a full squad. In Championship, you get teams that don't play with a full squad. They play with any slot, so it's easier. So what I can say is we are prepared for it. It's going to be tough, but we'll adjust.
100%. 100%.
No adjustments, no signings, no team that you have.
We're gonna have to make some signings, though.
No, you're gonna get rid of that cousin of yours, eh?
Yeah, he's the first one out. Our whole squad, they want him out.
Now even, eh? Water Boy says now even. Okay, let's look at we're going to spin that wheel let's just look at the team first. Let's look at the team. Look at me. Championship team. Yeah, championship team of the week. Let's have a look at that. There's it up there. Okay, we've got striker Carl Peterson from Battalier. Hey, where's Giovanni? What's going on here? It's Giovanni on the bench. Left wing Delroy from Dragons. That's a new name there, which is great. Right wing Stephen Hoffman, Stoke City. Cam Sohail Tajuddin from Snook. RDM's Mo Nabi, he's been there a bit. Stoke City. LDM Tata Edwaba, he was there last week, I believe, as well. Battalier. Left back Shaheem Abrams, Battalier. Robin Weber, right back, Battalier. Uncle LCB, Battalier. Then RCB is Wazim Raja, Snook. Goalkeeper. We have a goalkeeper, people.
It's the first time.
On to those guys in the championship. We have a goalkeeper, Yuvir Leelad here. Well done for listening. You obviously made the move. You obviously made the move to goalkeeper. Well done. We give great advice on the show. You see, not just nonsense we talk. Well, Bruno's nonsense, but not all the time. Okay, then Lukman May on the bench. On the bench, making the bench there, brother. Brandon Rostov, Batalier, Jan Skimmers at FC Youngstars, and Jordao Correa.
Please don't do that to my nation. Yeah. Don't do that to my nation, please.
And we're still the leading goal scorer. That is Giovanni.
Must be.
Yeah, 36. And then most assists is Mo Nabi from Stoke City with 22. Well done, guys. That's a good team of the week. And obviously, Lukman, you'll be obviously captaining this team for next Sunday when they play the Premier League team of the week. Huh? Cool. Don't forget that. Okay, cool. And obviously on that topic, we'll be playing tonight between 9:30. The championship team will be taking on the Premier League team of the week from last week, where I think it's Justin and Giovanni are the captains there, if I'm not mistaken. That should be fun to watch. Try and see if we can get a stream up there. Shumi Galley's going to work his magic there. I'll just put him on the spot.
It's for the wheel.
Yeah, we're going to spin the wheel for this championship team. Who are we calling? I'm going to give it to Carl Peterson, the new Batalier striker. Why not? Shame. Let's get him up there.
I'd go for Uncle. He's a good friend of mine. But if it does land on him, I did not pay anyone for that. All right.
Call your name, Lukman. Who are you calling for?
I'll go for Kyle as well. I played with him last night. So.
Okay. Kalen, spin it. Kalen, who are you calling? Come. Kalen's got that blank staring down playing serious game.
Kalen's internet is broken, man.
It's fine.
He deserves it, though. He deserves it. Take it away from Giovanni.
Well done, Carl. So the championship, spin the wheel, dual shock charge station. I believe you've won that prize. Well done, Carl. Just put a comment down below that you're watching the show and on the Discord channel. Well done on that. Get hold of Mubin. He's the guy in charge of the prizes there. I want to thank you for our sponsors as well, Truck Logistics. I mean, we've been talking about this the whole time. The sponsors, the prizes don't just come from nowhere. Truck Logistics, thanks for that. Obviously, we'll be getting more sponsors along the way. When we look at the championship, see, for Lukman, that team, that team there. You know most of those guys?
No.
Don't know any of them?
I played, like I said earlier on, I played last night. We played a couple of games from last week's team of the week.
Yeah.
So I played with Uncle, I played with Niaz, I played with Kyle up front. Tato, I played with him as well. So we played a few games last night, but that's the first time I've.
And so you met the guys the first time as well. That's lekker.
Lukman, you say you're interested in some signings. Are you looking to get from the league, or are you looking to go find some new talent, some fresh talent in drop-ins?
If I can get Niaz, I'd appreciate it, man.
Ooh,
but I mean, but
I see what you're doing.
I mean, we're gonna look. So if we can't get from the league, we're gonna have to go and look in drop-ins or wherever we can find.
So I'll encourage you to do so. I think we obviously want to grow the league. We want more players. So instead of playing a team of 7 or a team of 8, but also some of the best players don't even know that there's pro leagues out there. And so whenever you're on drop-ins or whatever, just make it a point to put your mic on and speak to the guys and ask them to come have a trial or whatever. I do encourage you guys in the championship to try and do that. You can find yourself a star.
No, you got Haz as a goalkeeper. He's always there.
No, not Haz. You switch your PlayStation off if you see Haz.
That's an idiot. He's like my manager. As in my manager, they're like this.
I also want to meet your manager. Okay, let's have a look at the Premier League Team of the Week. Let's have a look at that. Get that up there. Zamalek Crusaders, of course. Crusaders had a great week this week. Striker Cody Shirat from Zamalek. And left wing Shoaib Hassan from Zamalek. This has got nothing to do with the 11-0 drubbing of the one.
I'm sure. It has to be. Look, nonetheless, they've dominated. And Crusaders, it's unfortunate that Kalen's Wi-Fi cut. But I would have loved to speak about them. They played an amazing 3 games this last week. Yeah.
On the right wing, Matthew LaRoche from Crusaders, Kalen Rajat Cam, Crusaders, Roberto Sedeman, Crusaders, LDM, Mornay Roman, Crusaders. Next week's game with the Premier League and the Championship is going to be tough because these guys know each other.
Yeah.
Then LDM, Mornay Roman, Crusaders, left back, the Reese, Crusaders, right back, Dylan Lang from Crusaders, and then LCB, Craig, Jermath. Untouchables, what you doing there, Untouchables? It was a Crusaders team. And then RCB, Naeem van Heerden, Zamalek, goalkeeper, Dylan Flatwell. And then on the bench, Justin from Ballers, Hassan from Zamalek, Ronnie from Zamalek, and Brandon de Camara from CF Fambus. That's a nice team, eh? But like I said, next week, Lukman, you guys are up against it next week, eh? There's a lot of Crusader boys there.
Yeah, we're gonna win them. We'll win tonight as well.
Yeah, good. Good.
I'm excited to watch that. What I want to say, Darren, is Dylan Flatwell is a very versatile player. He's very good in most of the positions. I'm surprised to see him at goalkeeper. I didn't know that he plays a position. I know he's plays up front quite a bit. He's played for Sabres and so on. Very, very versatile player. And then I just want to sing Reese's praises. He's forever on this thing. So he must be doing something right. He's really good.
Yeah, no, it's a good, really players. And then leading goal scorer is still Justin with 40 goals. And then most assists is Aiden from Ballers, and obviously Hassan Farouk from Zamalek, also 25, both 25 assists, which is impressive, very impressive. What's up, Bruno? What you want to say?
I don't know. I just I like Hassan, man.
Nice.
I like Hassan a lot. He's a camp, very good. He could actually we should try and get him on the show, give some pointers in the camp positions. Really, really good player.
100%. We're going to spin that wheel for this team, eh?
Dylan, I got Dylan.
Let's go for Cody. Let's go for Naeem van Heerden. I'm going to call Naeem.
Lukman?
I'll go for Kalen with his bad internet.
So, let's hope it's data.
Give it to me, show me.
That wheel spins long, my man.
Yeah.
Oh, he just missed it.
Roberto, I just missed it there. Roberto, he is from, let me see, Roberto from Crusaders. I don't know why I even look here. I'm just saying Roberto from Crusaders, because let's face it, most of these guys from Crusaders today. Nice team, going to be nice to watch. While we're on that, don't forget the top 2 teams of the Premier League, they qualify for Champions League, African Champions League next season, the following season when it happens. So it's something to play for, and between the 3rd and the 4th spot, the guys can make it. And in saying that, hard luck to Unleash losing the final, the African Champions final. The first leg was 0-0, I believe, and they lost the second leg 2-0. So to Project X or X Project from Morocco, must have been a tough match. I mean, that's not a lot of goals, 2-0 and 0-0. So while they're not making the final, guys, that's still impressive, very impressive. Yeah, great stuff. That's it for the team of the week. The manager of the week. Show me and get that. Look at that sexy boy there. Look at that.
Oh, man. I think someone needs to manage him. Put him on a modeling agency. He needs to. Someone needs to manage him.
Clark Kent with no sleeves. He's got nothing. He's like you, Bruno. I see where you're getting it from. You want to be like him.
Well, I just need specs, and I don't think I can take my shirt off because I'm not defined at all. I'm round.
Well done on that, Aiden. Good reads from Cape Town Ballers. These guys keep winning everything. Well done on being manager of the week. And your 100 Rand voucher is there for you. Give a shout out, please, guys, in the Discord server that you're watching the show, and obviously on the channel. And then we want to talk about Lukman. You saw we were talking about last week about provincial teams, potential provincial, interprovincials. What's your opinion on that?
That would be nice. Would make it more competitive. I think the platform will grow a lot if they know there's that level that you can actually reach. Because at the moment, not really at the moment, before VPG, we never even knew about other leagues
Okay.
Then we heard about SAPL, but we didn't enter anything. So we just thought we'd enter in the VPG and don't regret it. We don't regret it.
Great, man. And that's the thing, like we want to do this. Remember, guys, you want to do this into provincials for you guys at the end of the day. And you got to have a minimum of, well, it's what, 30 games in the season that we're playing? Was it 38? So minimum of half of that. Your stats must be in. Put your stats in so we can look at that. So we can pick a squad from Cape Town, squad from Joburg, squad from Durban, and we put guys in charge. And we put conveners in charge of that. And have those trials first, and then have inter-provincials, and pick an SA VPG squad from there, you know, and to go take part in international matches. That's the best way to do it. You know, it's clear cut. The guys can know, but you can only qualify for that once you've put your stats in. So Bruno and myself will never qualify. That'll be our excuse.
No, look, I love the VPG platform for that. I think that obviously the guys in the background are very creative in trying to be extremely diverse. So it is literally for the players. We want to try and stream into completely different avenues to make the pro clubs so much more versatile, so that it's not a monotonous or tedious game to play. And so any feedback and it's much appreciated. I mean, the team of the week championship, and I think you mentioned it last week, championship and Premier League, that was a player's suggestion. So we aim to please the pro clubs community. Whoever's got some suggestions, just put it out there, and I think it's going to be big before you know it.
Now, before we end the show tonight, obviously goals of the week, guys, get this goals of the weekend, man. We want to tweet that stuff and get that out there. We do it for you. I know it's yeah, we've had a few coming, but we need more. We need more. I know it's a new thing. It's a new process, and the manager's like, oh, another cut and clip and put it out there. But put it out there for you guys. Let the guys, we want to see your goals. And then obviously, one more thing I'll touch on. It's guys. There's one or two teams that have been rage quitting and stuff like that, you know. And it's all fun and games. We have a good laugh about it, but it spoils the whole thing. It spoils the whole thing for the team you're playing against. It's not about the points; it's about playing. You know, if you're having a bad run and you're really struggling, just play it out. I mean, we've been there and done that. We know it's frustrating. But think of the other guys. Think you wouldn't want that happening to you. And what's your take on that, Lukman? I mean, obviously you haven't had much of that this season. You guys had a good season, but you're going to get to that point where you're going to lose one or two, and then the guys are going to get frustrated. You just hang in there. What's your take on that? Rage quit.
No, we don't like it. We hate it. I think whoever rage quits needs to be banned. Not just lose that 3 points, because they might just do it again and again and again. That also means they're not taking the rules seriously. So yeah.
But it's also more than that. So the ban, yes, you could put that in place, but the guys got to take stats. There's guys that want to score goals, guys that want to put in their assists and so on. And so it's just, you know, I'm not saying that we're this professional league or whatever the case is, but there's there's just a way to do things. And to rage quit it reminds me of youngsters that just don't know how to play and can't get it right. And so they just don't want to play anymore. So best thing to do, guys, is remain professional, play the game. Even if you put all 11 players in the goals, just stay in the game.
Yeah, stay in the game. Yes, but that's it from us. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And then next week, good luck to everybody's match. Don't forget to watch tonight. If you can, watch that match tonight. And that championship team is a Premier League team. That's going to be quite exciting. I'm going to tune into that, see if we can get that right.
But before we leave, so Lukman, thank you once again for gracing us with your presence. If Kaylin can hear me, thank you, Kaylin. Very mature, very happy that you're coming up to the Premier League. You got your work cut out for you. An 8-man, 7-man team is not going to cut it. I promise you that much. So have a sit down with your guys and get some diversity in the squad, man. I suggest drop-ins. I do think the more we introduce the platform, the better for us. And yeah, once again, just thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, guys. Don't rage quit. And Bruno, let's get you some sleeves for next week.
Sponsor me, gentlemen. Sponsor me.
Sleeves. I'll put you some long socks. I'll put some long socks on those arms.
I just want to look like the manager of the week. You know, I just want to try. Maybe I can get my picture.
You're currently the boot room boy of the week. You can see there.
Whatever. Ciao, guys.
Thanks, guys. Catch you later.